Hello, everyone. Good morning, guys. So let's try to write an essay about this topic. Okay, let's read the question. A lot of places in the world rely on tourism as a main source of income. Unfortunately, tourism can also be a source of problems if it is not managed correctly. Describe the advantages and disadvantages of tourism. Okay, so firstly here, we're going to write an introduction. The introduction is going to contain two parts. The first one is the paraphrased statement or paraphrasing statement. I'm going to paraphrase the topic, and the thesis statement I'm going to say that this essay is going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. And then in the body paragraphs, okay, I need to mention at least two advantages and two disadvantages. And in the conclusion, I'm going to just summarize the two advantages and two disadvantages, and that's it. Okay, I need to write like at least 250 words. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction. I'm going to paraphrase these, okay, the topic here, firstly. So I can say that, okay, a lot of places rely on tourism as a main source of income. Okay. So you can say something like tourism is primary source, okay, of income, for many, or instead of many, let's say numerous, which means many, numerous destinations worldwide. Okay. We also need to paraphrase this statement. Unfortunately, tourism can also be a source of problems if it is not managed correctly. Okay, so however, you can say instead of unfortunately, inadequate. Sorry. Management of tourism can also lead to some or maybe can also cause several issues. Okay, so inadequate management, which is managed correctly, not managed correctly, problems, issues. Okay, B source, okay, tourism can also cause several issues. Okay, I'm done with paraphrasing. Okay, now I'm gonna say that this is say in the following paragraphs, and this is say anything like that. I'm gonna talk about the advantages and disadvantages of tourism. So the following paragraphs will, let's say, we'll examine, okay, the advantages and disadvantages. I'm just gonna use like some kind of synonyms for these words. The benefits and drawbacks. Okay, there's an A here. Yeah, and there's an A here of tourism. Okay, and instead of the modern word, let's say in today's world. Okay, so here, okay, full stop. Here I'm done with the introduction. As you see, guys, when I use the punctuation marks, I leave no space between the words and the punctuation mark. Okay, no space. So this is a mistake. Don't leave a space. Okay, and when you are done with the sentence, you just put a full stop. Okay, after introductory phrases such as however, you put a comma. Okay, your full stop, the end of the sentence. Okay, so now I'm going to go to start writing the first body paragraph, which is going to be about the benefits of tourism. Okay, the introduction, how many words in the introduction? Okay, 35 words. I think that's fine. Okay, so here I have two sides against each other. So I'm gonna say on the one hand, and the second body paragraph is gonna be on the other hand. Okay, on the one hand. And write it like this, guys. On the one hand, don't write on one hand or in the one hand. No, on the one hand. Okay, and put a comma. Before I start listing the advantages, I need to say to tell the examiner that this paragraph is about the advantages. So I'm going to say tourism, or there are several or many merits, sorry. Okay, or maybe tourism can bring, okay, tourism. Yeah, you just say that there are many, okay, benefits for tourism. You can try to rephrase it as you wish. Tourism can bring many or several. Yeah, I wrote several, so let's write here many. Okay, merits. So here the topic sentence, this topic sentence, just I'm telling the examiner that I'm gonna talk about advantages here. Okay, before I start writing the first advantage and the second. Okay, the first one. So here I'm going to talk about at least two advantages. The two advantages I'm going to talk about the economic advantage and the social advantage. Okay, so let's begin with the economic advantage. The first one is that tourism is a major contributor to economic growth. Okay, so tourism, of course, helps to the economy. How? To illustrate, let's say, I need to, well, how? Okay, so when tourists visit a destination, they spend money on a wide range of goods and services. Okay, I'm gonna write, I'm not gonna write like, because like is informal. I'm gonna write such as, for example, food, maybe, accommodation, transportation, what else? And activities, maybe. Okay, so what result can this give? Okay, so okay, I can say that this spending, okay, it creates jobs and generates income. Okay, so okay, and a big result on in the economy as a whole. Okay, let's continue. Which in turn, okay, helps to support the wider economy. Yeah, the economy of the country as a whole. Okay. Yeah, good. Okay, let's now move to the second. Yeah, I started with the first, okay, which is economy. Now I'm going to talk about the social benefits. And as you see, guys, I did not write firstly. Don't write firstly, write the first point, the first one, okay? Here, the second benefit is that tourism can bring people together from different parts of the world. So this helps in what, guys? Maybe just okay. So this result in what? Can bridge the cultural gap and promote understanding and empathy, تعاطف, between different say cultures and communities. Okay, so I'm here, I'm done with the benefits. Okay, I've written until now, okay, the introduction with the first paragraph. I've written like 130 words, and that's great because I'm supposed to write like 250 words, and I reached the middle of the essay. Okay, so the second is that tourism can bring people together from different parts of the world. This can bridge the cultural gap and promote understanding and empathy between different cultures and communities. Okay, so let's now move to the second paragraph, which is going to be about the drawbacks. On the other hand, okay, here I started with on the one hand, here I'm going to start on the other hand. Tourism can also, okay, give a rise to some issues. Okay, it also could like result in some problems. What kind of problems? Okay, so let's talk about the environmental problems and the cultural problems. Okay, so firstly, or the main one is that, okay, up there in the first paragraph, I said the first one, here maybe the main one or the primary one is that tourism can lead to the destruction of natural resources and environmental degradation. Yeah, it can destroy the nature. Okay, how? So this is because why? Okay, so I'm gonna elaborate by saying why. This is because many popular tourist destinations or attractions, let's say, I wrote destinations many times, attractions, are located in fragile ecosystems such as beaches, forests, and coral reefs, for example. Okay, so what tourists do? So tourists, okay, it should be after the full stop, it should be capital letter. Tourist activities such as hiking, let's say, snorkeling, and wildlife viewing can disrupt these. Okay, so this word these is the word that links the sentence with the sentence, okay, before it. These environments and cause damage, let's use this big word, to flora and fauna. Okay. Yeah, this is a big word, good word. Okay, so tourist activities, not only tourist activities, let's also talk about like the hotels and construction. Moreover, okay, I'm still in the first disadvantage. The construction of hotels, resorts, and other tourism related infrastructure, let's use this word, infrastructure, okay, can cause or result in, let's, okay, choose another word, result in deforestation, soil erosion, and pollution. Yeah, good. Okay, so this is the first disadvantage. Let's now start talking about the second disadvantage. Okay, another shortcoming, or let's say another demerit, okay, to address. So up I said to add, right? The second benefit is that, okay, yeah, I need that machine, okay, is that tourism can lead to the loss of traditional values and cultural, let's say, identity. How? Why? Okay. The reason up, I said this is because here I'm going to say the reason behind this is that many host communities are forced or are likely to be forced, let's say, to adapt to the demands of visitors. Therefore, so what happened when they like adapt to these demands? Therefore, some traditional practices such as dress, language, and cuisine may be altered to cater, okay, عشان يقدموها to the tourist markets. Okay, and this, of course, would result in this would result or would lead, would cause the loss of cultural diversity, because like all countries, all traditions gonna like look like each other, and homogenization of cultures. So this means all cultures are gonna look like each other. Homogenization, okay, all cultures are the same, one culture. Or this would lead to the loss, let's say, to the loss of cultural diversity and homogenization of cultures. Yeah, okay. So I'm done with the second body paragraph. I'm done actually with two advantages. So let me check how many words I have written so far. I think more than 250. Okay, 289. Yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna just conclude. In conclusion, I'm gonna just summarize the two advantages. So I'm gonna maybe say, although two advantages in this tourism can let's say, or let's say may have some drawbacks or maybe shortcomings, let's say, such as such as like disrupting or maybe upsetting, let's use another word, the ecosystem and damaging the local identity. Okay, it can also bring some like say advantages, you can say, such as bolstering the economy and fostering the نحكي قوة العلاقات بين الدول بين الشعوب, something like fostering the intercultural connections. Yes, thank you. Full stop. And this is our essay today, guys. Okay, so describe the advantages, the disadvantages. So an introduction, first body paragraph of two advantages, second body paragraph of two disadvantages, and final a conclusion just summarizing the two advantages and two disadvantages. You need to write at least two advantages, two disadvantages. Don't give an opinion here. Don't write your opinion. Don't say the advantages outweigh the disadvantages or what. Okay, because your opinion is not requested in this essay. Okay, thank you so much, guys.